Hello everybody, welcome back to JT's Barefoot Outdoor Adventures. I know it's been a long time since I posted anything from, we'll call it the shooting arts. But today I'm coming outside. It's kind of warm. It's like only minus 10 degrees Celsius, which for a Canadian, you know, in wintertime, especially in Manitoba, that is not a terribly cold day. Anyway, I'm coming out to do a little bit of archery, and I thought I would get some video of that, and then while we watch that, I would explain to you, or share with you, I guess, a few of the reasons that, well, archery is, was, and probably ever shall be my favorite shooting sport, especially in the winter time. So, yes, let's transition to a few shots of how terrible my form is. We'll move to a few shots of just how crappy my aim is, and yes, discuss how much I enjoy it anyway. Thank you for clicking to share some time with me today. Let's get shooting. Still using that homemade finger tab from a sandal. I bought a nicer one, but I ended up letting Shocks have that because this is just much thicker. I like it a lot better on my fingers. One thing I have noticed, man, you can really hear those semis on the highway. Those trucks are 3/4 of a mile away right now. Anyway, one thing I have noticed is that I pin in a kind of unusual location compared to a lot of what I'm seeing, like in barebow archery competitions and stuff. People seem to pin to their chin, or to their, well, mostly people seem to pin to their chin, but I kind of pin right to below my eyeball so that I'm almost looking directly down the arrow for my target. That's because I don't have any kind of balancers or any of that crazy stuff on here. It is pretty much bare bow, aside from another sandal that got abusively repurposed into an archery toy. Getting on time to replace this with a hip quiver, I think, but it was a fun project. Now, oddly enough, my aim seems to be a little bit to the right today. Normally I shoot above my target, that's why I call that odd, but that's a little better. Anywho, if anybody's got positive advice on ways to improve my overall form, that would be fantastic. So now we're going to switch to just random impact shots into my dog food bag and sleeping bag target, which is still working great. And yeah, I'll discuss, as I was saying earlier, why archery is my favorite winter sport. So I guess my favorite thing about archery in the wintertime is how peaceful and quiet it is. Now I'm aiming for the dog food bowl here. Don't judge me, judge my aim. And I did say my aim was absolute poo, so that's been noted for the record already anyway. But it's so quiet out here. And coming out here with a gun would really ruin that. But I still get to shoot at stuff without disturbing the peace and quiet. Oh, that was way off to the side of my neighborhood. You even see how much I missed on that one? Yeah, it's brutal. It's like right beside the tree. If you really look for it, you can see it. Anyway, I'll go get those. So let's see here. What would my second favorite thing about winter archery be? Probably that you don't need a lot of equipment. You know, it's a fairly affordable sport to get into, and ultimately, a couple sticks and a string, and you can get going, even on a very, very basic level. But I mean, that is what archery is. It's a string attached to one stick, hurtling another stick forward with a great deal of force. Very primitive, very affordable. I like both. But yeah, tune in sometime in the next couple of weeks. I think I'm definitely making some better sort of quiver. Something to put these arrows into while I'm pulling it out of there would be good. So yeah. Let's see. Top two reasons so far. It's quiet. Well, quiet compared to a gun. Oh, missed that, but at least it didn't go through the shed like the crossbow bolt does. It's primitive and cheap. So those are the top two. What would my number three reason be? Oh man, this is a bad rack. I guess my number three reason would be the only person I'm competing with is me. Well, at least all three of those shots were consistent. So consistently in that round, I suck. We're going to take that as a sign from the archery gods. I'm shooting into the hay anyway. Maybe I'll just use the hay target that I painted on for regular old archery. It's getting mocked by the birds. It's a typical day on the farm here, that one. So yeah, a third reason. Right, that's why I was shooting into the bag. Now I remember. Oh well, I'll get that in a second. That third reason, like I say, I'm doing this for me. To compete with me, to improve me. And nobody else is in any way, shape, or form dependent on my performance. Nor am I dependent on theirs. Both aspects of that really appeal to me. Alright, guess we're going back to the bag. I think number 3 there should probably be my number 1, because it is the solo aspect. I don't know, I guess sometimes I would even say doing it for Zen, but that might be inappropriate. But I'm not competing against anyone. I'm not competing with anyone. Just trying to improve my own skill so that if I ever need this skill, feed my family or whatever, I have it properly developed. Which kind of takes us back to the primitive technology thing and, well, just all of it. Why archery is my favorite shooting sport in general, you know, is if it comes down to it, in that horrible scenario, that ultimate worst case that so many people are worried about, you know, your guns, eventually you're going to run out of ammunition. So what are you going to do? You're going to repack? You're going to find some way to forge? All of those things that you got to do. But people have been using a bit of sinew, some bone, a nice straight branch, and some stone for thousands of years to feed their family when it mattered the most. So I guess that's my fourth reason. It's an essential skill in my world. And what better time to practice an essential skill than when it's as nasty as it's gonna get. In Manitoba wintertime, it's a pretty nasty time to be outside playing. That said, today is freaking gorgeous, which is why I'm out here shooting in the first place. And keeping the chickens company, of course. Poor dog's locked inside. It's the only thing I don't like about archery practice. While that pup's not big on fetch, he is real curious to know what I'm shooting at, and really interrupts a day's target practice by chasing these arrows or trying to get behind the shed to figure out, like I say, what I'm shooting at. Well, there you have it. I could probably come up with a whole lot more reasons why I enjoy this so much in the wintertime. I mean, I enjoy it all year round, but in the wintertime it is absolutely my favorite shooting sport, hands down. But like I say, I could come up with a lot more reasons if I just wasn't having so much bloody fun shooting away at that dog food target. So yeah, if you're interested in any of these odd little creations that I've got, check through the old videos, find out how I made them. It's all pretty, if you've seen it, you can probably figure it out, kind of simple. And yeah, if you have any additional reasons why you enjoy archery in general, or in the wintertime in particular, please feel free to leave those in the comments below. We'll get back to you as soon as I possibly can. So thank you for joining me here today in the outdoor adventures. The colds of Manitoba, December. Archery is still fun. Take care, everybody, and remember, shoot safe, shoot straight.